And this is power of 4. Let me check and see if anybody's here yet. No, not yet. We'll get going in a minute, everyone. Let's see. Output, explanation. There we go. I don't even know if I can figure this one out yet. This is going to be a group effort. Alright. And this is Leetcode. Missing number. There we are. Boom. The missing number. Oh, wow. Okay. The missing number, yeah. And so all missing number. Okay, we have this all in one spot, at least. Alright, given an array nums containing in distinct numbers, distinct, in the range hang on. Alright. This is where Leetcode does a fantastic job. Alright. Given an array nums containing in distinct numbers in the range 0 through n. Alright. Return the only number in the range that is missing from the array. In distinct numbers. 2 is the missing number in the range that does not appear. So it can also be the endpoints. So that's a little odd to me that it can be the endpoints. So if we were to do, it could be 10. It could be 0 through 10. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, here it is. So here's the constraint. Length of n. Zero, but that would be, I want to see this. Let's bring this down here. Nope, not there. Here. And put this into memory. Nums, len, nums. So, alright, that's not actually length of n, because that's length of 9 and the missing number. Alright, I thought we may have had a shortcut, but typically you never have a shortcut with Leetcode. They've really thought of everything. So, alright, I may, while we're waiting on everyone to join, I may go ahead and do, whoa, hang on. That little change got a lot of, not too bad. Alright. Let's do, we need to do a, let's do anagram here, and I'll collect my thoughts on. Alright. Leetcode anagram. How bad is that? That's kind of bad. And when I look, I gotta keep positional. I've got to get up early enough and record and get those out because that extra light would be great. But I don't want to get up and be moving around while everyone is here. Oh, here, hang on. I did not put into at everyone. I'm live. So just in case you are watching this as a replay, I was just typing into chat about, just typing into the Discord server. So if you've not joined the Discord server down below, make sure you're doing that so you can have get all the help you need and deserve. All right, let me put this in chat too. Here we are, and boom. Okay, let me go ahead and get ready. Anagram. Okay. Alright. And I'll have that. Alright. Solving valid anagram junior versus senior series. Hi everyone, this is Sam with Python Basics, and in today's video we're going to be trying something new where we've been talking a lot about on the live stream. Kind of an approach of what a junior developer would do compared to what a senior developer would probably do. So if you are new here, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're not missing any of these videos, and you will be alerted when we do have live streams. So let's just go ahead and take a peek at the first go around that we did, and then we cleaned it up quite a bit. So I have the link down in the description below for the Leetcode challenge anagram. So if you really think about it, an anagram is nothing more than a possible palindrome. So same type of things of how did we attack what a palindrome is, has the same letters just in a different order. So wait a second. All right. So wait a second. So if it has the same letters, but it's an anagram, it can be shuffled. So all I really need to do is see if it has the same letters. So it's a less constrained palindrome, if that makes any sense. So we're not going to have any extra letters. We're not going to duplicate letters. It's just the same number of characters, just in a different order. So what we did is we made two different dictionaries, one dictionary of each string, and we created the dictionary for string S and a dictionary for string T, and then we compared the length, or excuse me, not just the length, but were they equivalent to each other? And if they are, then you have an anagram. Now, we kind of kept brainstorming, and we kept going through here, and we started to say, well, wait a second. All right, if we sort them, then they're going to be in that order, and we just sort the two of them. So we came up with that explanation. So this is more of a junior, and then you could argue it depends on how large they're going to be, and you can get into some time complexity, which we can speak to that in another video about time complexity and cost. And then here we are with maybe a little bit of a different take on this. Let me get that off counter. So we imported from the collections module, and then we imported counter, and we ran each string through the counter, which is very similar to this. All of these instructions is just flattened down into one line of code. So these are the type of things that we do during the live streams. So I know you may not have time during the day to join, but to take a peek at them as as after they get published, to kind of just wrap your head around the evolution of how a problem would get solved, from 1, just solving it, and then 2, making it more elegant, and 3, trying to improve the time complexity. So real quick video today, just wanted to show you the type of things that we are doing during the live streams and the type of things that you want. First, you want to solve it. Don't try to solve this at the beginning. You do this after you've seen hundreds and hundreds of problems. Do this, get it to work all the time, 100%, and then begin to think, can I flatten this out? Can I make this more efficient? Can I make this run faster? Can I make it use less memory? Those are the type of things that seniors begin to worry about. But there we go, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you're dropping any comments, questions, joining the Discord server down below to make sure you're getting all the help that you need and deserve. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. All right. Anybody jumped on yet? How's everyone doing? So thank you for doing that. Now this problem today, I really have no idea how to even attack this as a human brain. So how I would even design this. So let's go down here. So basically it's, from what I got from this, is we can be given an array. It can be missing the end, or it can be missing a number in the middle. So len is pretty fast. So what I'm thinking is we take the len. We don't want to sort, because if it's 1,000,000, we're going to lose a lot of time on sorting it. So let's take len on it, and then let's do a range function and look for each character. Hello, Vinky. Good day to you. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the Leetcode for today. Oh, everyone, do me a favor. Hit the like button for me. I don't think I asked it all yesterday. So here's a possible, this is throwing something against the wall of the solve for this. Oh, Vinky, I uninstalled and reinstalled my mic. How is the volume today? I did a couple test videos recording, and it seemed to be better. I actually brought down the volume from 250% to 200. So I'm thinking I solved it, but you all are the ones hearing me. So thank you, everyone, for hitting the like button. All right. So right here, the explanation is 8 is missing. And I don't know if you were here, Vinky, but we did our first junior versus senior series. I didn't do this one because Sarah, thank you. It's fine. Awesome. Sarah, I don't think I've seen you here. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Loud and clear. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. There's a few individuals that we have not seen before. So awesome. Thank you for joining us. Please make sure you get my attention if I say something that you're like, hey, why'd you do that? Because I try to be very, very conscious of it, but I also know with my neurology, I can, and I found that it's really bad because the lack of structure that I've had. Like yesterday. No, yesterday was better. Wednesday, I just roamed around the house and had like 15 things going, all a tenth of the way done. So verbalizing, that usually is the first one that's going to go. All right, so I want to take len on nums, which I just did. It's 9. So then I want to, this is me just throwing stuff against the wall. For I in range len nums, print I. Now, how's the weather update? It's cleared out. My folks had some pretty bad weather. They're safe. Actually, I don't think I've texted my wife yet. She's just gone to work, so that's usually. Oh, and I've been applying for all sorts of jobs, and I got this one text, and it looks actually halfway decent, but I really don't want to click on the URL. But the weather around them, they dodged it, but they did have a tornado come through, and it messed up some trees, but it was not the hurricane. But I don't know if anybody knows, but hurricanes can then spawn tornadoes. And that was probably about the only damage. That their business, they have power, but at home they do not. But we're good here. All right. Okay. I guess that Vinky, I guess just me and you. I thought I didn't know. Have a great day. All right. Oh, that's an interesting question. I forget the rules. They generate the names years in advance, but they do go in alphabetical order. And then if the storm is then they retire the name. So they will reuse, but if it turns into a hurricane and makes landfall, I think they retire the name. But you can go back, or you can go out and look and see all the names for this year. I'm pretty sure next year, and I think maybe even the following year. But yeah, they name them way in advance, and they go in alphabetical order. I think they do skip. Do they skip a letter? I can't remember if they skip Q or something like that. It may not be all 26 letters of the alphabet, but they do, and then they have a contingency plan if they go over. Because I grew up in Florida. All right, so here we are. So if you've never seen this, what I'm doing, but right now, Len. So all right, this possible solution may not be the best. Because right now, let's see. We sit and we go through that. So right now, I don't know how. Do we want to get max? Because let's see. What if they run out of alphabets, Greek letters? I think they do go to alphas and things like that, or alpha 1, alpha 2. I think they have a contingency, but yeah, you can go on the NOAA website, and I think they really explain it out there. But yes, they love naming all these storms, and they've actually started to name the winter storms, which I don't get that. I think we spend too much time. I don't know. That gets into a whole other thing. All right. I don't know. It feels like false idly to me a little bit. As much time as some people spend on those storms. So all right. I don't like this because I don't get 9. I don't, and then max on nums 9. So maybe for I in range max nums print I. I don't know what I just selected. All right. +1. Okay. If I'm going to do max, that means it's included. So now let's see. Okay, for no. If no, okay, so getting out of my head. So I want to iterate through, and if I want to look for. I don't know how much cost, because I'm worried about how much looking for the largest value in the list is going to take and how much time that's going to take. So as I'm going through, so I want to check and see if, but then if we check the presence of each of these, all right. But then what happens if, okay, all right. If I not in nums print, let's go back, print I. All right, let's try this. 8. That feels like that's going to cost a lot of energy. But let's just try it. And then else print hang on. So if we do, hang on a second. All right. If we get done and it's all the way in there and it's 2. So what would we do if it was here? Which this is so weird that it's an endpoint. Print I. Let's try this. All right. If I not in nums, comment this out, make sure. Else zero wasn't, so you're telling me 0? 0's not in nums? Alright, let's make sure this is in memory. 0 and 1. 1 in nums. True. Alright. And here's order of operations. So what I'm thinking is, and then print. What I'm trying to do is if it's 2, I'm going to look at something. 0 and 1. And then if so this is where return gets really good. All right, so find nums. So what I'm going to do is watch this. Don't know if this is going to work, but what I'm going to do is if it goes all the way through, comment that out. Return I. Now, if it goes all the way through, return I plus 1. I'll walk you through how I have no idea if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Print find nums. Let's see if this works. 2. Comment that out. All right. Now, this is where, so what are we actually trying to achieve here? Okay. So what we're doing is we're trying to go through and solve this challenge. I have it in chat, and then I also have it in the description. And the 3 examples that we have that Leetcode has done is we have a num list of arrays, and nums which is an array, then integers inside the array, and this first example is 3, 0, and 1. And it's saying that we need to output 2 because 2 is missing in this sequence, in this range. Now, here's the one that is weird to me, is we're given this array. We can try with set. Ooh, give me a second. I don't see that. But again, Venki, you have a awesome way of solving problems. So now the problem, the one that is very interesting to me, is now we're given this other array, 0 and 1, and now it's saying that the explanation is we're missing 2 because its number, we're missing the bookend, which I don't really quite understand that. But here we are. We're given this array, and we have to find that the output is 9, or the output is 8. It's missing from this group. So what I did is I found the largest number present. I'm creating a range object, and then I'm iterating through and I'm adding 1 to it to ensure that I'm getting the bookend, the last, because range is exclusive. So this handles inside the range. Now, if it goes through and they're all there, this after my for loop, because when I get done, I get to my last bookend, and then this handles this example, which we just ran it on here. So we're going to input this into, I hope that Cuckoo, I hope that helped answer the question. So we're going to put this in, and we're going to get the all famous, get run through the ringer on Leetcode and see if we've actually solved the real problem, because I'm notorious for attempting to solve. So it passed all 3 cases, which we had access to the 3 cases. But now the true test, the telltale test, is run this. Whew. Okay. Now, since we're iterating through all of this, ours is mine. Venki is probably, because what jumps out to me, Venki, so for a longer array, we started from the assumption that the array consists of numbers that sequential. Yes, that's the information that we have, and we have to find which number is missing. It could be inside, so as we have these 2 examples, it could be between the bookends, or it could be a bookend. Now, let me show you, with us having to iterate through, or by me choosing iterating through the entire list, I will show you that we get a very bad score. So I am not doing a very good job. I am basically at the end of it. Now, there are some techniques that get us over here. Oops. So let's see. Venki threw something against the wall and set a set. All right. I guess, how would we implement that? And 2, what would it accomplish and create? Because we're not having any duplicates there. And does set automatically sort? Because if we sort, we're going to be at the exact same problem. So the reason why this is so expensive and so costly is because I'm iterating through the entire list, and which I was expecting. There's probably a list of 1,000 and multiple times, or even 1,000,000. So once you start to hit 1,000,000 and 10 million, you really start to hit the limits of you really need to have some very, very good, efficient code. So if we were to So max is working, but I believe that is also going through the entire list and but it's in the base code, so it's faster than if we were to do it. But let's see if we can find out. So we know 0. We know 0 is always here. So if we were to have this and we were to use our human brain, we're going 9, 6, 4, 2, 3, 5, 7, 0, 1. So, all right. Let's see if there is a way to speed this up. So we can create an algorithm that can check if the next number is present, like we have a starting point at 0 index for the array, and that we will be our starting number. Yes, right, here's the constraints. So n is going to be, see, I disagree with this right here. N equals 9, since there are, well, see, now maybe I'm, all right. N is 9. Let's go back and reread this and make sure, because I think I want to look at this. Nums, len, nums. All right. It's more PF find what missing. Yes, it is. It is fine. It is find what's missing. The problem. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. N is 2. N is 3. Can we compare two arrays? Yes, but walk with me through that. Same problem. Because if we... So here. But now, I'm kind of hung up here because I think there's a hint here that we can do. And the length... I don't remember doing this, but I think there's a way that we can fold this list since we know how long it is. We're given... Okay, so riddles are... The answer is always in the riddle, right? Given an array nums containing indistinct numbers in the range... Here, return only the number in the range that is missing. So there's, and I was missing this part, but they're all starting at 0. 0, 3, because that's 10. So all right. And then this is length of 4. Because if we know the length, are we given n? No, we're not. I didn't know if it... No, we're just given the array. So, all right, let's see if we can clean this up. Venki, do you have any... I know you said you had the set. We can try with set. So if we were to pass in... set set nums. So this is where we are. And we're still iterating because I'm trying to figure out where the bottleneck is. I think right now this is the most costly. So this is probably the worst technique. All right. I haven't looked at the coloring. How's my... Not great, not bad. The sun's starting to come through. All right. Okay, let me go back to chat and make sure. Nope. There we I do have a little bit of right over my shoulder. Let me see if I can put that right there. This sun has been the bane of my existence. It's my arch nemesis. Compared to, we already saw that. All right. I wonder if Venki had to go. So, Cuckoo, how long have you been using Python and or programming? Because I've been having a realization and trying to talk to new individuals that learning Python and learning programming are two different skills. And the people I've taught that have already know another programming language, they take to it a lot faster. All right. So I need to go through. We need to speed up going through or not going through. Going through or not going through in the same. Can I fold it in half because I know if we start at both ends and we look for just at the beginning, I just like logic. Me too. That when I realized what it was about problem solving, and it's just what's the best way to figure this out and design rules to solve problems. That was when I became obsessed with these things. All right. Because part of me is like, well, it works, but it's just so expensive, and I don't want to look. I don't want to look at one of the answers because I want to try to figure this out because I've got to improve. I've got to improve my elegance. I know I do, because if I get the things that I was doing at Walmart, it wasn't time constrained. It was typically I was aggregating data and building a pipeline for later use. So I didn't have to be super efficient. It was get it done and make sure it works. And then we had other tools. We had GCP, we had Dataiku, we had things like that. So I was never challenged to make sure that I was writing really Vara, glad to have you back. We're doing all right. So we're kind of stuck right now. So I have it in the description and in chat. It's a missing number problem. So we'll go through it real fast and let's see. Just use temp set remaining. Temp equals set nums. Remaining is all the same. Just used. All right. Give me. Just use. So if I were to. So would we use remaining is all the same? So we use sets and what's not there. Do a join and what's missing. I don't know the cost on that. What? So I were to do. All right. So we would do a union, but we would do basically. I know how I would do this in what's not in. We were looking at sets a few weeks ago, Venki, and we were looking at. So I were to take 9. So I'd go range. See, but then what happens if it would be like the endpoint here? So, all right, I kind of have this thought where then we would go range, set. So I would assign this. I know I'm really creative with my variable names. So new. I think it still works on set. It does not work on sets. Okay. I thought you could index a set, but you cannot. All right. Let's see. So did you get an answer? Did that work with just use set remaining is all the same? So you got it to work? I guess I'm trying to wrap my head around what is it. So you input. So you took set, and then you. So basically, you use the join. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can wrap my head around this. So we got dir on new. No runtime error. Okay. I still can't. If you want to put it in, if you are new here and you haven't joined Discord, go ahead and do that because I'm about to ask Venki to put it into Discord, just so I can see the functionality of how you can get what's missing. Did you use intersection or did you use difference? Because let's see. Help new dot. I just a bit. That's what I'm stuck on is how to iterate through, return a difference of two sets, more sets. Otherwise, we will not know what we're actually looking for since we do not have a starting condition. Oh, we do? Okay. We do know it starts at 0 unless 0 is missing. So this is the part that I think is same logic yours, but I tweaked it if not in temp. Oh, I got it. Okay. So I think we can utilize this distinct in bookend. So the length of 2. So I don't know if len is faster. Let's see if len is faster than max. Okay, I'm going to change this in Leetcode and change it to len and see if it added an extra parenthesis on accident. Make sure it works on the 3 examples. And then run it. But we're iterating through all of it. That's even, okay, just FYI, len is slower than max. That's at 1700 milliseconds. But there are quite a few people that are getting down to about the 37, 38 milliseconds. No, that's a big gap. That's probably 113. So a huge group of individuals have figured out a way to around 113 milliseconds. 65% of the solutions are there. All right, so we are seeing. So can we do this without building? Because we're gonna, if we were to start to do this, we were to be, what if the size PF, the rate for, sorry, Cuckoo, I didn't follow that. What the size of PF, the array, 165 milliseconds. Try to explain that a different way. So, all right, if we were to go and we look, let's say we can't see that. And human brain goes, all right, I have a 9, I have a 6, I have a 4, 2, because even human brain, and we're sitting here and we're making notes. We're like, all right, I've checked my logic in Discord. Okay. Do I not have... Did not even see nor hear. It's math. I love Vinky's math. All right. Sum 6. Sum minus. Ooh. Yes. But the only problem is we're still running len. No, but we're not checking in because this is costly. Love it. All right, this is where Vinky is a genius. So, all right, everybody should be on Discord. You would have already known about it. So, Vinky's solution. So we're going to touch the list once. We are going to... Now, all right. The only problem, Vinky, let's look at this. Or put this in memory. Nums. So sum nums 1. All right. Maybe I misunderstood. So what I was thinking is we sum this up 6, sum 3, but we get n is 2. But yeah. You are really close. But what's the correlation? Let's do this one. Nums x equals sum nums. All right, x for I in range len nums for I in range len nums x decrement I x. It's 1. All right. I love where you're going with this. I think you're really close. So if we take since we were using some, okay. Go ahead. I think all right. I think we're really close. Because what's probleming is we're having to look. Before we try to solve this, what happens if each time we go through we pop it out of the list? So we're making the list shorter every time. Does that make sense? So it's becoming logarithmically shorter every time we look. Venki, you work on the math part because that is genius. But every time that we come here, I want to pop this out. So if you've never seen this, okay, so yes, I'm still looking at the entire list, but I'm making the list shorter. So I'm making the list faster. So let's try this. So let me get this to work. Okay. Let me remind my. Hey, it is very cool, and there is an algorithm to do it, because that means we need to come up with a pat. Wait a minute. What happens if we do len? We find the max. Okay. I want to do both. Let's do Venki's first. So if we do... Which one's nums right now? Okay, good. All right. So... M equals max on nums. M is 9. All right. Total. Walk with me through here. Then max. Sum range max plus 1 total. Then sum dot nums total minus, did I really not do that? Sum nums. Venki, is that what you had in mind? Now the only problem... Okay. Okay. All right, let's get this. So let me do that. Sum of an arithmetic series. Talking about creating a series on sums, that would be very cool. All right. We did this. Okay, yeah, but we still need an array that has all the elements in it. Yeah, do we? So we can iterate through and subtract, or we do this. Now, the only problem I'm worried about, if it's missing, it's fine. I'm worried about being the bookend. This technique is perfect because I want you to look right here. We took this array, we summed it, we found this total, we got 8. We found out what's missing. So what I did is I found the largest number, I added 1 to it, I created the sum. I subtracted it. Now, but the problem is can we do this? What will the math be here? So how do we compare it otherwise? Okay, hang on. Great question. Let me get this out of my head to try to solve this. So here, what I'm doing here, perfect example. All right. Actually, we'll answer Cuckoo's question. So right here, I'm going to compare them this way. So I'm basically adding up all these numbers. Now, so nums is this. So now if I were to take the max, so if I have a list of range, so I need this included, so I'm going to do 10. I'm not going to do a shortcut. It's finding the max. Let's do new equals list dot range dot plus 1. So nums and new. All right. So this is where Venki is outstanding with math. So this is missing, correct? So nums total equals sum nums new. Let me fix this. Total and new total equals sum new. All right. Interesting. All right, so now here's the difference. Nums total minus new total gets my 8. So this technique will work to find a missing integer. Now we need to design an algorithm to find Rohith, very nice to have you here. So we do compare two arrays. Yes, in a different form without having to iterate. See, because we're just going through this. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to minimize how many times we're going through this. So don't let this fool you. This checking in, not in, I'm having to look. Python is having to look at the entire contents of this array every time we're going through here. But we're just going to add the two arrays together, and we're just going to find the difference. So we are comparing them, bingo, without iterating through it. Exactly. Because there are no duplicates. So this is Venki's superpower, is being able to see this from a math side. And I'm extremely envious and have been stealing taking in so many of these concepts. Now, This is super fast. Awesome. Well, we're very glad you're here. And this is what we do. I pride myself and the channel and the admin on Discord and the well, I'd ask the same. No one here has to delete any messages. And if you're, I did ask the same. Okay. And if you did ask that earlier and I missed, I do apologize. We can get something to compare it with. Yes. So you'll hear me say this. There's more than one way to skin a cat. But Rohith, very glad you're here. I pride myself on really focusing on beginners and really getting them over the initial hump of, because you're trying to learn a programming language while you're trying to learn programming. And neither of those are easy. Programming is harder than learning a new language because it's reprogramming your brain of how to solve these problems, like this right here. And how many times are you going through a list? How many times are you touching each element? So this will work perfectly for a non-bookend missing element. Now, when we have a bookend missing element, let's see what happens. So we create, let's go back. So this works. We're going to keep this. This is going to be another awesome junior to senior. And thank you, Venki. Venki's going to start doing tutorials on math solves for these. So let's get this built. New equals sum len nums plus 1. All right, that should not have done that. There we go. Then let's do total. Then nums total equals sum nums. All right. Now, so we have I also want to actually, we're going to do this length. We're going to lose a little bit on memory storage. Length plus 1. Hang on, everyone. Sorry. Length plus 1. So why am I doing this? Because it's for the longer this list, there's actually a lot of material here. I'm sure you would find it. Oh, yes. This live stream is, I couldn't even tell you. We've pretty much gotten to a groove where we're live streaming every day now that we're doing these challenges. And I think today's published video will be 1110, 1111, 1112. Actually, I can tell you in just a second. Let's see. Today's published video will be 1112th video on the channel. Not counting trailers, not counting lives, not counting any of those. So I pride myself on, if there's something that you ask that I don't have, I'll be shocked. Let's see. So now, return. Which one's going to be larger? Total. Total's going to be larger. So total minus nums total. Comment this out. Vinky, I love these solutions. All right, let's try this. What do we get from here? What? Length plus 1. Okay, let me redo what I'm doing. So I need sum of range length plus 1, because I think I need to do something with that. Okay. What don't you like? And I'm missing a parentheses. No way. Okay, so I'll walk you through what I actually did. I threw this against the wall, and please don't think I'm brilliant for being able to do that. I will be close, be off by one iteration. I'll explain to you what I did and how that looked like I actually know what I'm doing. All right, so what in the world did I do? So what I did is I lengthened the list by a bookend, and then I moved it over. So then I'm subtracting. So what I did is this right here is I'm lengthening. I took the length because we learned this is going to be an issue. Iterate and adjust the result by incrementing the difference between the bookends. Just another thought. Okay, wait a minute. Iterate and adjust the result by incrementing the difference between index and value. That's pretty good. Okay. I like that. Let's see how fast we can do that too. Because the principle, because look, if we do this, we're touching this as I'm typing too fast. That's why there's so many. Hey, look, get comfortable. I'm live coding. I've been doing this for 11 years, and I'm still making mistakes. So what my challenge is for you to do today, don't delete any more messages. No one's going to judge you. We're really chill here. And also make sure you're joining the Discord so you can see everything that we're doing. Let's see, how long have we been on? We've been 1 hour and 8 minutes. All right, we're pretty good. How bad are the teeth? That's bad. Coloring's all right. That's ish. Sun coming through here. All right. So, nope. Look, I'm pretty sure. Look, English is my only language, and I speak and type poorly. So there's no judgment here. All right. And if anybody gives you judgment, you're in the wrong place. Just no. We're super chill here. No reason to apologize. No one's gonna judge you here. All right, let's try this awesome Vinky inspired solution. So we'll go over. Does everybody get that right there? So we're totaling this once up, and how I got to get this to get the book into, and we can go and look at. Let's make sure it solves and passes all of the original tests. Great, I love it, Vinky. Great solve, great solution. Let's see where this gets us. Woohoo! We're on the other side. Check this out, Vinky. This solve is phenomenal. Because we're touching this 1, 2, 3 times. Vinky, you are a genius. Now what's so funny is that it's still only beating 63%. But look at this. It beats this big group right here. So now there's another. You guys have another solution? All right. So if it's a big array, it's going to take a lot. Bingo. So what's probably happening is that there are. So you're getting Cuckoo. Are you on Leetcode? Have you clicked on that URL either in the description or in chat? So what is happening is you can see, because this is exactly what I would do, to force somebody, because you find hang on, let me get everything back settled. So not only am I iterating through here, but it'd be the equivalent of this. This is gonna look awful. So give me a second. Range 1. That's 1,000. Is that 1,000,000? Nope. One more zero. So that just stops. But that was 1,000,000. So that list, and then we take one number out, and then we shuffle it. So not only would sorting it, then you'd have to be a bubble sort. So when you're sorting something, you're going through the list multiple times. So when you're checking for in or not in, it is literally going through the list, and once it finds it, it stops. But it's still possibly worst case scenario. The way that you want to think about it is that it's a 1,000,000 item list, and it's the last item. So now, one of my other solutions was still not going to be as good as this. Was I was going to, when I found it, I was going to remove it from the list to make it faster. But this is so much faster. For an interpretive array is really decent. Yes, for an interpretive language. So, funny story. For all these days, my default selected to Python. No way! Hence the mystery of why I'm getting fast time complexity. I checked the other day. So you were on... You're talking about for you or for Leetcode? Because I don't even know the last time. Because Python 2 has been decommissioned for years, I thought. Because that was kind of like the internal battle of like beta and VHS and Blu-ray and HD, DVD, or something like that. All right, so, well, Vinky, I love this, and see this is where I I steal so many of these ideas. But I wanna really cuckoo. I wanna just I don't want to gloss past this. On Leetcode, there's a 2.7. So, is it the Python above? Okay. So the blank Python is 2.7. It is. It does have a different. No way. All right, let's see how fast this is. Completely different. Because I thought you were on a different server, but that makes so much more sense. I just ran that on Python, the blank Python. I guess that is 2.7, and it's 93 milliseconds, and it beat. Well, here it is. I'll just take a picture. Because I could not get why your chart was so different, other than it was just on a different server. Not that one. Sorry. There we go. So that's, and it uses, beats 80% of the memory. We're on this side. And then let me go back to, nope. Let me go back to Python 3. Run this. Let's see, 88, beats 88, and we're on this side. That finally makes so much more sense. Funny, I didn't even notice. I didn't even try. I don't even usually check the languages. But oh my goodness, Venki, this is. You need to start teaching me. That's so cool. We need to start. How much are you good at? I bet what? So, I stopped at calculus because I wasn't good at calculus. So, I bet your differential equations are even higher than a discrete mathematics. I bet you are. I don't even know what would be after that, but I bet you're exceptional with those. Is that a fair assumption? So we're touching it once. I laughed hard once, and I realized that I laughed. Oh, you laughed hard when you realized that? That's funny. So yeah, the importance of this, so we can kind of really harp on this. The reason why this is so fast is we are only touching the list. We're touching the list twice, and then we're touching an additional list one time. So basically the same length 3 times, where if this was 1,000,000 items, we would be going through possibly that list of 1,000,000 items 909,999 times, and then going, oh, there it is, and then it's the bookend, and it's one more. So this is a perfect, outstanding solve here, Venki. We're going to be doing this. This is going to be Monday's published video. Well, maybe Tuesday, because I think I want to do. Your brain is doing more than you think. We did the understanding the logic. Still want to do that. Oh, we did this. Separate your ideas from. This is done. Done. All right. Recursion. Okay. All right. Anything? We might be a little short today, which is fine. Hour and 17. It's not, but we did get kind of started on time today. So, okay. Anything pressing that we need to discuss before we go today? But I think this is another awesome stream, Venki. I hope you're getting something from me, because I am almost every day getting something from you and loving your solves, loving your math mind, which is helping me write better code. So, all right. Cuckoo, anything you want to... I hope you're on Discord. Please ask. And Rohith, I hope I don't know if you're still here or not, but glad to have everyone. Saw a few new people on the stream today that I had not seen before. So it's always a pleasure. I get something out of this every time. I either stumble across it or have somebody share it with me. Venki. Vara, glad you're here. Happy Friday. Thanks for the stream again. And well, I hope you have a good day. Vara, anything you want talk about, anything you're stuck on, anything that you need an explanation of? I have a few more minutes. We can hang out a little bit. Ooh. Kilobytes per second are dying. All right. If there's nothing, we'll start to wrap up. I'm okay. Was just trying to implement solutions. We're glad to have you. So, all right. We will wrap up today, and I will see everyone tomorrow. We'll hopefully have a very cool challenge tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Thanks, everyone.